The next method that we're going to solve by is elimination. So for this method, we're going to be adding our equations together to eliminate the variable. Now because we have three equations, we're going to have two addition problems. So we have to use all three, and we have to eliminate the same variable in both of our addition problems. So the first thing that we're going to look for is to figure out which variable would be the easiest to eliminate. So remember, we're going to be adding, and we're trying to get them to add to be 0. So we want to start by looking for opposites. And remember, it's okay if we need to multiply either one or both or all of them, 1, 2, or 3 of our equations by a number so that they can add to be 0. So looking at our problem, if I'm going to try to eliminate x, I would need to find a common factor between 4, 2, and 5. So that means that we would have to multiply all three of these equations by something to get that to happen. If I eliminate y, these already have a common factor, so that y would be really easy to eliminate. And if I wanted to eliminate z, I would need a common factor between 1 and -5. So this one also would be fairly easy to eliminate. But for this problem, I'm going to choose y. Now the equations that you add together don't have to be the same every time. You just have to make sure that you're going to use all three, and one of the equations we're going to use twice. And again, when we add them, we want one of the variables to add to be 0. So right now, without having to do anything else, if I added equation 1 and 2 together, my y's would add to be 0, so I would have eliminated the y's. So that's what I'm going to do first. So I'm going to take equation 1 plus equation 2, and that's going to give me a new equation. So we would have 4x plus 4y plus z equals 24, and we're adding that to the second one, so 2x minus 4y plus z equals 0. Okay, adding those together. So again, the y's cancel. 4x plus 2x is 6x, z plus z is 2z, and 24 plus 0 is 24. So now we have to do a second addition one. We have to use the third equation. We have to eliminate the y. So that means that I'm going to want to take my third equation and add it to my first equation, because when I add those together, positive and -4 cancel each other out. So now we're going to take equation 1 plus equation 3. So 4x plus 4y plus z equals 24. And then 5x minus 4y minus 5z equals 12. So again, we're going to add those together. So we would have 9x. Again, my y's cancel out. And then z plus -5 is -4z. And 24 plus 12 is going to be 36. So now, just like with substitution, we're going to write a new system and solve that using whatever method is the easiest. So again, we're going to combine our two new equations together, and we're solving that system. So we would have 6x plus 2z equals 24, and then 9x minus 4z equals 36. So again, at this point, we're just solving a system with two variables. So it doesn't matter which method we use this time. So I think I'm going to choose elimination, because if I multiply this first one by 2, my z's will cancel. So I'm going to multiply everything by 2. So that will be 12x plus 4z equals 48. And again, we're going to add those together. So if I take 9 plus 12, that will be 21x. My z's cancel. And then 36 plus 48 is going to be 84. And then we want to divide that. So x will be 4. So once we find our first variable, we go back to this system where there's only two variables, and we're going to plug this in to find our second variable. And again, it doesn't matter which one you choose. So I think I'm just going to choose the top one since it has smaller numbers. So we would take 6 times 4 plus 2z equals 24. So 6 times 4 is 24, plus 2z equals 24. Subtract the 24 over. So we would have 2z equals 0, and then we would divide by 2. So that means z would have to be 0. So now once we have two variables, then we go back to the original to find our third. And we just pick whichever equation we want. It does not matter which one we choose. So looking at it, I think I'm just going to choose the first equation, and we're replacing x with 4, and we are replacing z with 0. So we are taking 4 times 4 plus 4y plus 0 equals 24. So simplifying, that would give us 16 plus 4y equals 24. Subtract the 16. So 4y equals, and that's going to be 12. No, sorry, 8. That's going to be 8. And then we would divide both sides by 4. So y equals 2. And then again, we take our x, our y, and our z, and we write our final answer as an ordered triple. So this would be 4, 2, 0 is our final answer.